Oh, that's beautiful on the YouTube. Let me come closer. All right, so I was under the impression that we had a monastery here, but it's just a stupa. So I wanted to take this time, nice, cool in the shade, to teach mindfulness of the breath to my student, Miss Mel, and for the rest of you who are interested in Buddhist meditation. So the first one, so there's a method to this, right? The Buddha gave specific instructions on how to calm the mind. So for those who have not such a calm mind, you have a mind of ADHD, which all of us got by now, most of us, including myself. Growing up, I had very bad ADHD. One way to calm the mind is to connect the mind with the breath, also known as anapanasati, anapanasati, mindfulness of the breath. The breath is amazing, because if you stop breathing, you're dead. And it's funny how people don't notice their breath until the moment of death. So if you're ever on a hospice bed or have meet the purple team of hospice, they will come up to tell you, excuse me, your mother, your grandmother, your father, your grandfather is at risk of imminent death. And we know that based on his or her breathing. And so at the moment of death, you know, your senses start to go, your hearing start to go, your vision start to go, and then finally your breath. Let us not have to wait until we're going to die to notice the precious breath that we have. Billions of breath. How many do we really notice? So the first meditation is mindfulness of the breath. And there's 4 techniques in it. It's okay. It's all right. So the first one is breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. We take our first deep breath. Breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. When we stop and we remind ourselves, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in, we remind ourselves of our intention of knowing exactly what we're doing in the present moment. And breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Our second method is in breath 1, out breath 1. In breath 2, out breath 2. In breath 3, out breath 3. All the way to 10, and then backwards. The fourth method is the method that Ajahn Chidao practiced for more than 15 years. In breath Bud, out breath To. In breath Bud, out breath To. What does it mean? It means Buddha in Thailand. And what is a Buddha? One which knows. So it encompasses the first technique of knowing clearly what we're doing. This could be applied, what you do, how you do things. When you're sweeping, just sweep. You don't have to sit and focus on the breath to be mindful of the present moment. As I came back from Laos and Thailand, the broom brings you to enlightenment quickly, fast, instantaneous enlightenment. How does the broom brings us to enlightenment? When you're sweeping, just sweep. Can everyone hear the sounds that people are making by walking on the sand, by walking on the dirt? That's what it sounds like when you're sweeping with our brooms. I had a yoga teacher tell me, I want that specific broom that makes that sound, because it detains your mind in the present moment so that you can't do anything else but to just focus on the sound and just sweep. Darn it, just sweep. Enjoy sweeping. At the time of sweeping, don't think about your electric bill, your water bill, changing Johnny's diapers. Don't think about anything else. Just sweep. When you clean the dishes, just clean the dishes. Enlightenment is just that fast. But enlightenment doesn't last, does it? The Buddha says don't even cling on to peace. Later, we'll demonstrate and have Miss Mel do walk meditation right here in the shade to kiss the earth with her feet. We're not gonna make her walk on the dirt. We're gonna make her walk on where it's clean. So insight, correction, mindfulness of the breath calms the mind. In breath Bud, out breath Toll. I forgot the third technique. The third technique is to analyze the temperature of the air that you breathe through your nostrils. Do it, Miss Mel, do it. That breathe that just passed by. How many degrees do you think that is?
About a good 80.
Well, to a Floridian, about 70. Oh, the Buddha loves me today for this breeze. So as all of our viewers recording live, you all think this is boring. The 4 techniques, you think it's boring. How do you think I feel at age 14, starting off in breath Bud, out breath Toll? As a 14-year-old young man trying to race a car, trying to get in trouble, trying to fall in love, now I have to sit there because I wanted to sit there. And thus I came and sat there. There was no if, there was no buts. But I have to do this, but I have homework, but there is no buts. In the most disciplined sense, there is no buts. Sit your butt down. You see, Miss Mel, what's wonderful here is you have a teacher, but the fact that he's so visible online that if I lie, you know about it. And those who grew up with me will know about it. The other day I reflected on this teaching for a second about how the Buddha was a wandering ascetic, came back and told the 5 disciples, look, y'all, I'm the Sama Sambuddho now. I'm the Buddha now. And they're like, you, really? You're that guy that lived in luxury. Now you're sliding backwards. You left us, austere practices, wander off on your own, and now you come back and tell us you were the Buddha? Kick rocks, bud. For a moment, he said, well, give me a chance, will you? Let me have a talk with you for a second. Have I ever talked this way before? Have I ever walked like this? Have I ever talked like this? Have I ever conducted myself? Have my language changed with all of you? And slowly they were convinced that this man was not the same man that they were practicing with in the past 6 years. I caught myself doing that, and I'm like, oh my goodness. For all of those who grew up with Venerable Chidao, now I speak different. Everything I say and see through my eyes is the Four Noble Truth. I'm like, I forgot. So we're cautioned not to talk so much about us. It's about the teachings, not us. But I'm like, well, people want to get to know you. So, because the Buddha says, don't get all caught up with yourself now. Our titles, our accomplishments. Relax. Who do you think you are? You're just a visitor. But to inspire other people who don't know who I am, now here in Arizona and have no idea who I am, is that, yeah, I've changed. I'm a changed man. The police used to knock on my door all the time to my parents, hey, get your son. He acting a fool in our city of St. Petersburg. He acting a fool in Pinellas County. Every cop knew me. Had I not changed, I would have been in prison. but never been convicted of a crime. Troublemaker, Tasmania. So, at the peace that I felt going to the monastery, it just, I didn't have, I, I'm there. I got a little bit of gas money, I'm there. 14 years old, they let us drive to and from work, to and from school, to and from churches too, but I didn't know that. So I thought I was really breaking the law. Again, driving to a monastery. I sat my butt down, in breath, but out breath toll. Venerable Buffon was not a extraordinary man. He was just a simple man. He's still alive. Buuphuong. Buffon. He's still alive. And he taught in breath but, out breath toll. And thus we did. He was an elder. Now he's like 90, like 6. But when he taught me, I don't know, maybe he was 70 something. I put my faith, conviction, and belief in that this method would work. And for 15 years, it kind of worked because I was resistant. But it works. I'm here today sitting in front of the world telling you all it works. Believe it. I've graduated. You look at the old me and you compare the new me now. I'm not the old person like I used to be. That's such a wonderful thing because I could be such a liability to society. You take this intelligence I got here and I could hack into the US government. I can jump Area 51's fence. I'm not the old me anymore. Now I hope to inspire the newer generations to change for peace. In the name of peace, for peace, world peace. So, all right, enough of that, right? So, mindfulness of the breath calms the mind so you can see clearly. Once you're calm, you go into insight meditation. The 4 foundations of mindfulness, Mahasatipatthana Sutta. And the Buddha achieved enlightenment by and through the jhanas and the 4 foundations of mindfulness. What is it? Mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of the mind, Gaya, Chitta, mindfulness of feelings. Ooh, some of y'all got caught up in y'all feelings. I got feelings for her. Ah, I got feelings for him. Feelings. We are enslaved by our feelings. Make no mistake. The 4th one is mindfulness of phenomena. You got to hear some of the most potent words coming out of Venerable Chan's mouth when he said all phenomena work itself out, because he meditated on phenomena. Worldly workings, the workings of the world. What is it subject to? Impermanence, change, and control. It's not always under our control. Everything in life is subject to impermanence. It will change. The only thing that's permanent is impermanence. It is not always satisfying. Number 2, dukkha. It is not always satisfying. I'm talking to humans, not aliens here in Arizona, humans. Just look at sex. Everybody wants to run away from that word. Is sex always satisfying? That donut, is it always satisfying? No. There are times where there's not enough glaze. Damn it, I love glaze. And people don't stop to kind of like, wow, yeah. The car, is it always satisfying? Sometimes your AC takes a poop. Man. Was the Buddha wrong? No. Prove me wrong. I'll disrobe in this desert. Butt naked run around this desert. I'll disrobe. Prove me wrong. Prove the teachings of the Buddha wrong. I'll disappear into thin air. Never see my face ever again. You'll never hear my voice ever again. That's how confident we are in this teaching. In front of the whole world. World's watching right now. And rarely are these things under our control. The water's not under our control. The temperature and climate is not under our control. The government is not under our control. The phenomena will work itself out. Dhammanupassana, Kaya Nupassana, Chitta Nupassana, Vedana Passana, and Dhamma Nupassana. Most important, Dhamma. So, but you have to you have to calm your mind down, body, speech, and mind down, and then you go into insight meditation. And once you see the 3 marks of existence, which I just said, and the Four Noble Truths, you've graduated. And if you dismiss the lawyer in your head, you can get all these things down within a year. I mean, the more intelligent the student is, the faster they graduate. The faster they graduate. The more you hang on to the lawyer in your head, 80 more years, multiple lifetimes, you'll never get it. One must ask, and I challenge those who have grown up with me, been with me, is how did this human got so wise for so fast? So I hold the methods to that liberation. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. No one's ever sent me by email, text message, or anything, told me that I was wrong in the methods that I taught. Isn't that amazing? And not to sit here to tell you that, not because I'm flexing my muscles, because it's valid. It's valid, it's proven, it's effective. So now we're gonna teach Miss Mel do walking meditations if you want to undo all that. Over there, of course. I don't want you to walk on this right here. Let's do some walking meditation, y'all. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but let me put this over here so y'all can see me and hear me. It's hot. We're trying to avoid the sun, but I can't believe we got this breeze. So now we can do it. Where your feet? Where your feet? Let me see your feet. Where your feet? Let me see your feet. Who wants to do this with us, huh? Grab your phone, grab it, hold it, get on the floor, and let us begin, huh? Oh, it feels good. Feel the earth. I'm doing good. Well, because she has socks and I don't, I can actually step. Oh, yes. You do whatever you want, girl. I'm doing good. Ah. We got mountains in the back of that view, no? Y'all should see this view in the back right here. I want y'all to see the view. I want y'all to see the view. I want everything for y'all. I want y'all to be peaceful, happy. Oh, we got mountains in the back. Yes, ma'am. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Look at this. A path to peace. Look at that, huh? Oh, and by the way, I guess there's a bunch of donors that donated money. They laid bricks of those donors. I recognize it. It's over there, by the way. So my apologies for those who have given more and taken less, because I was supposed to do similar programs like that. But School of Jidao is still struggling right now. But blessed are those who gives to monasteries and stupas. All right, Miss Mail. You want to come over here so you can focus? We're going to start on that side. You just stand over there, and I'll give some basic instructions. So in walking meditation, peace with every step. Left over right hand like this. Remember we were in that Zen thing and they were all like this with their thumb like that. That's pretty cool, huh? In Theravada Buddhism, yeah, we're very chill. There's no right, wrong way. We want to look up 45 degrees right in front of us. Okay. So we just want to know where we're stepping and stepping towards and forward too. The point of this is to really hone in on the earth, the temperature, the feel, the texture, really live it, live the experience of what it's like to walk like the Buddha. These were his instructions. So the feet is raised up. That's the first step. Pushing it forward is the second step. And the third step is making landfall. Okay? And every step you do that, you're mindful. You feel everything. The joints, the imbalance, the balance and the imbalance, the temperature of the floor, everything in your toes. Everything in your toes. And realize that, wow, when I'm doing this, I'm just doing this. And then when you get to the edge of the corner of the shadow, and when you need to change direction of travel, you stop, alto, stop, and you start moving this feet to the left, joining by this feet, really nice and slow. Change your direction of travel, and you're mindful with every movement. That's the key, is to be mindful of every movement. So if you want to go on that side real quick, start on that side, and then walk all the way to the edge here. We'll do it together. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Feeling all of the texture, feeling the temperature, our toes, our heels, joints. Peace with every step. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to enjoy your breath in the meanwhile. Maybe a little slower so you can really hone in on each sensation, replicating the days of the Buddha, how he actually walked. Also, the smarter you are, the faster you think. The faster you think, the faster you walk. The faster you walk, you have to remind yourself, I'm not at peace. If you're not at peace while you're walking, like people in New York, oh, that's why you're a New Yorker. Ow. New Yorkers, look at the way how they talk and how they walk. They walk really fast. Coffee in one hand, newspaper, and phone. Not at peace while you're walking. So therefore, we have to remind ourselves, when we're not at peace and when we're not patient, only by and through walking meditation will help you slow that down. Remind ourselves we are not at peace. So make this into a habit daily to be at peace. At this time, you all can relax your concentration. When you're ready, you can arise from your walking meditation. So today, I just had this great idea. Maybe I should sit and really function as a Theravada monk to Mel. We talk a lot. We talk about the what, the how, but I haven't gone into specific of the meditation. But now she has a record of it, so she can always come back to this video to be reminded of this moment in time and the clear, direct instructions that the Buddha left us in order to achieve peace. So I'd like to conclude my talk for today, and we have other agendas on our list. The sun is forgiving now. It was less forgiving earlier, so we can actually carry on happily and nice and cool. So take care until the very next time. I haven't appeared live lately due to resting from a very hot I slept. You got to think, yeah, I'll be out here doing, um, advocating for immigration policies and doing a lot. So it requires a lot of cognitive thinking while enduring the heat. 95 degrees. Now it's reaching 109, I believe, this week. So yesterday, I've never slept for 15 consecutive straight hours. And thank goodness, because it gave me energy today to do this with all of you. At the time of this talk, we're also short of robes to do ordination, possibly for Mel. It's in the works. My other robe tore because it's so thin. These are made for summer. And we need additional donations to make the ordination happen. It costs a lot with food, lodging, donations to other temples as a setting for the ordination. So for those who like to contribute to my cause and my immediate cause right now here in Arizona, please visit my link tree. It's on on my primary page in the links. So we're making things happen. We're changing the world one talk at a time, meeting with lawmakers here in Arizona, representatives, meeting students, receiving the teachings, and everyone else. It's amazing, technology. I'm in the middle of Arizona, but there's mountains around. And the teaching can still proliferate and be spread all over. So it's amazing how we can use technology in these teachings for the right reason at the right time for the right people. But I really appreciate ahead of time for all of you who will be making donations, $5, $10, it don't matter. It all helps. With gas prices being what it is and the cost of living here in Arizona, my heart melts for the homelessness situation here. And today I sat at Grace Lutheran looking at the clothes, the belts, all the requisites that a human needs to keep cool, to keep warm, just to sustain one's life so that they can learn and receive the teachings in time to inspire other humans. But thank you all for joining us, and we're going to get going here. Take care. Till the next time.